You're watching the RickVanMan channel on YouTube.
That's basically going to be me. That's going to be me this year. I'm going to go for the simple, the straightforward, and try to... Obviously, I'm going to need to do some experimentation, but I'm going to try to do everything in a way that the average Joe in the street, not Superman, you know, is going to be able to do.
Okay, that's the gate. Now, this guy in this allotment, you can see how waterlogged it is. Now, he's dug a ditch here, and I always use this as my measuring stick, and basically if there's water in this ditch, then we know everything is going to be waterlogged on my pitch as well. But I mean, look how waterlogged the whole pitch is. Completely just, you know, it's just like under an inch of water. Now what you can see is basically everybody who's spent so much time digging over the soil and, you know, doing all the double digging and doing all the things that's right and really making their soil work. It's not so bad there, but it's just all gone completely flat. Look how flat that is. It's completely flat and waterlogged. I mean, you can see puddles of water everywhere. Look, that's completely waterlogged. You see all the puddles of water in it. Here we are, a couple of weeks away from, or maybe, you know, 3 weeks away from starting to plant, and the whole lot is underwater. Yeah, it's all looking a lot drier. It's still looking waterlogged, but nowhere near as bad as it was. That's a good thing. As you can see, I'm at the allotment, and I'm just going to check out this ditch just to see where we stand regarding the water. Now, as you can see, the water level has dropped considerably, so I think that's literally dropped by about a foot, maybe more. So I'm hopeful that I'm actually going to be able to dig the soil over on my allotment, because I need to fill up some 1-ton bags today, so things are going to get interesting. So let's go find out whether we can do it. The idea today is to put this stuff back out there, but the thing is, I need a load of soil first, because I have some 1-ton bags which I need to fill up with soil, and those are going to become my raised beds outside this year. It's absolutely a waste of time me planting anything in the ground this year, because I simply cannot predict what the weather's going to be like, and if we have a little bit too much rain, then all of this is just going to become a mire. I'll get on with planting my rocket. Just have a quick compulsory look at our little trench here. As you can see, the ice is still on it and it's risen by about, I'll say about 8 inches. So in that respect it's a good move that I made, I think, to grow above ground this year, because that means my plot is now flooded again, or the ground's going to be pretty wet and there's not a lot going on. I mean, I think things are growing, but they're all pretty small. There's your radish, there's your salad leaves, there's your kale. Actually starting to get some potatoes coming through now, so I was getting worried about those because I wasn't sure whether they whether the cold had killed them off, but they seem to be doing fine. And spring onions, yeah, okay, spring onions stroke whatever they are, coming on nicely. Okay, there we go. I've managed to get this stuff down all over here, and we've got the old van floor over there. Right, look at, wow, look how these potatoes have grown. These have really come on in the last few days. There we go, that's the cabbage in place. Sweet basil coming up, coriander coming up, parsley coming up. These are my potatoes. I earthed them up again yesterday. They're absolutely going mental. This is the kale. Once again, it needs thinning out, but there are some nice edible. Oh, they're lovely. Oh, I might have to take some of those home as well. I can see me thinning lots out today. Yummy. Oh, my manners. It's got a lovely tangy, fresh greens, very slight oniony tang. It's very nice, very filling, loads of nutrition, which is what we want. The ones in the polytunnel are 4 foot. This is 6 foot. Dinosaur pattern, that's going on the inside. Right, this is going to take quite a bit of filling. Ready? Here we go. It is really warm. There we go. It is 102, 106 degrees in here. This area here, it's a bit redundant because the shadow from next door's shed is going to be over it most of the time. But what I was thinking was in terms of some sort of a pond or a ditch. Okay, I got a little present last week. In this box, one of my YouTube friends sent me a mystery present, and it's really cool. It was for the allotment, and I'll show you that in a minute. The other salad leaves over here, they're all pretty much all gone over now. Although saying that, I must admit, these flowers, you can actually eat these flowers and they're very nice. Now, my mystery birthday present. Let me show you what this is. This is a planting crate, personalised. There we go. Now, first of all, big thanks to everybody who left comments on my previous allotment video. I was talking about this particular corner and I had loads and loads of ideas and suggestions. and I sort of decided against a pond, and I'll tell you why. This ground, we've had a lot of rain over the last week or so. I mean, you can see how wet the beds are here, and I can feel there's just like slippery clay underneath this this stuff here. So I know if I start digging here, I'm literally going to get down that deep, and then I'm going to be digging water. Hey guys, it's the next day. I just wanted to add this little bit onto this video. I've now got the workbench made, and it's a nice sturdy workbench. I'll step back and you can have a look. And hopefully that's going to provide, well, the bench is there for whatever I need it for. So we are in the middle of June, middle of summer. This is flaming June, and as you can see the weather is. And talking of grapes, here we go. These are fattening up lovely. And of course, last but not least, my prize carrots. Really starting to look happy now. They look very healthy. Look at these. We've actually got some strawberries. Now I did get a single strawberry off here the other day, and it was absolutely lovely. So let me pick one. There we go. Look at that. Let's give it a go. Oh, that is just gorgeous.
Well, greetings and salutations. It's another allotment video. Just see what I'm up to on the allotment on the RickVanMan channel.
You may of course recognise this is Sean from the Hort Channel TV.
It is.
I got that right, didn't I?
Yeah,
yes, I wasn't going to get that right. So, and Sean's come all the way down from Crystal Palace to have a look around the allotment and give me a few tips.
Tips and tricks.
And because this man actually knows what he's talking about, whereas I'm just kind of making it up as I go along.
So then, let's have a look at these.
So we've got anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise,
And again.
anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. They're all anti-clockwise.
So I think there could be something in this theory.
If you're in the southern hemisphere, have a look at your runner beans. Although it's going to be winter for you, isn't it?
No? So this might be a long. This might be a long experiment.
Okay, so yeah, if you're all right, so if you're in the southern hemisphere and you're watching this in the summer, have a look at your runner beans.
Where have you been? Is the first question.
Let us know in the notes whether your beans are going anti-clockwise or clockwise. In the northern hemisphere here, we've all got anti-clockwise.
And if you live on the equator, tell us what goes on there.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting too. First of all, let's start off with this personalised crate that I was very kindly given back in May, or the end of May, and all of the plants or the flowers that I planted are all coming up beautifully. Hello.
Potato connoisseur.
Ooh, purple.
Bartlett's.
They are purple.
Cut one open and have a look, and then taste those.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like a flowery potato, they are gorgeous.
Oh wow.
But keep your eyes closed,
Okay.
because they are purple, purple, purple.
Wow. Oh, thanks very much, Jim.
all right.
That's grand. Oh, there we go. Something to try a bit later for tea. Excellent. Right, I shall certainly take those home with me. And look at these big, strong, healthy. This is dinosaur kale. Looking great, although that one's being eaten as well. So I'm going to have to start harvesting this stuff. I shall get some of that today and take it home with me. Runner beans, they're doing great. They're actually, oh, good grief, this one's taller than I am. Just in case you're interested, these are the potatoes that Jim gave me. And I'm just going to slice them up. Look at that, they're purple right the way through. It's amazing. And here's the one I peeled as well. These have all been peeled. Let's have a look inside this one. Look at that. It's amazing. Oh boy, it is really, really hot today. We're looking at about 29 to 30 degrees, and it's really, really hard to get out of this heat. I've literally had to go out this afternoon and just drive around in the van with the air conditioning on full blast just to get a cool down. It's really that warm. So here we go. This is the sum total of all of the potatoes from my allotment this year, including probably about, I don't know, that many again that I've actually harvested already. So not too bad, and that basically come out of two 1-ton grow bags. And one of the paddling pools in the side. Now at the moment it's raining, which is rather nice actually, because it's really, really hot again, so it's actually nice to step out into the rain, but it's also nice to hear the little pitter-patter of rain on the polytunnel here. The sweet potato slips. Now these were what Sean brought down when he came down to visit a few weeks ago. And as you can see, they're doing extremely well. They're absolutely just going for it. So there we go, that's my humble little harvest for today. I've got a load of runner beans. This is my first harvest of runner beans, and they look pretty good. I've got a bunch of kale and some basil for my sister-in-law, and some little carrots that I thinned out, and of course some black currants, which are just ready now. They're really, really nice. They're completely edible now. I might just sit here and Hey there, this is Rick. I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome to my allotment. Today we're going to be playing with some cow poo. Now, I'm quite excited today because I'm going to grow my Christmas potatoes. I'm pretty sure that is, let's have a quick look before I turn the camera off. I'm pretty sure that is thunder I just heard, although it sounded a bit weird. It sounded more like an explosion or a, I don't know. There we go, that is thunder. I am so glad I got this polytunnel up. It's lovely being able to work outside in the rain. Hopefully you can hear the rain. It's loud enough. Battery power, but it's much more powerful apparently. And I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear this, but if I turn the sensor up, it's got an infrared detector on it, so if anything moves in front of it, I can hear it clicking now. But if I turn the frequency down, this is a result of cabbage white butterfly. I end up with a skeleton kale. This used to be a kale plant, and what's happened is you got these caterpillars, hundreds of them, But absolutely hundreds of them, and they're just completely eaten, stripped all of the brassicas to skeletons. Unfortunately, I've just noticed on my prize carrots they're now sending up a seed shoot, so they're starting to go to seed, so I need to pull them today. Wow, look at that. Not bad at all. So there we go, that's my prize carrot for the carrot growing contest, and that is this size. It should be printed on the screen here. That'll tell you the length and the girth of the fattest part. But before I do anything else, I want to show you this. This is my neighbour's plot, and look at the size of this sunflower over here. I spotted it on the way in. How amazing is that? That is about 1.5 foot across, maybe even 2 foot across. I wonder if we can go up to it and have a look. That is the biggest sunflower I have ever seen in my life. Fantastic. Look how thick that stem is. So that is I'd say that stem is probably about 2 inches thick. That is very, very impressive. Even got a bumblebee falling asleep. Looks like the Rudbeckia marmalade is well, it's out in full swing and starting to go over now, I think. These are very nice looking flowers. Now, you may have noticed it's a bit tidier here than it was last time you saw it. I've taken away the table and all of the gubbins that was here and all of the trays and everything, and I've packed those away in the shed. And the other grapevine I've taken away, and I gave that away. And so literally I'm just left with one grapevine coming out of the ground here, and I'm going to keep this one on, and hopefully it's going to be bigger and better next year. I've also had lots of people asking me how the Christmas spuds are doing. Well, here they are, and they're looking pretty fantastic. Also, the Christmas buds outside, exactly the same. They're doing really well. They're not quite as big as the ones in the polytunnel for obvious reasons. It's warmer in the polytunnel, so they're going to grow just slightly quicker. Right, before I walk in there, I'm going to do a thing. Look at all that condensation. That's gonna fall on me if I don't do something about it. So I'm gonna do that. Time to do the runner beans. Now I've sort of been putting this off because it's not necessarily a fun job, but let's see if we can make it fun, shall we? Move it. Hello. Thought I saw some movement down there. Hello, little froggy. Oh. Alright, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, like you haven't seen a frog before. I got an email this morning from Jim from the Allotments, and he says that unfortunately blight has now arrived at the Allotments. Oh yeah, that's pretty obvious. There we go, that is blight, and it's everywhere. Hasn't affected the sweet potato, although sweet potato isn't actually a potato, so that's a good thing. And the tomatoes here, these are all coming up anyway. I've pretty much finished with them. All the tomatoes there, they're just, they've gone over now, so these can all come up today, but these don't look blight infected, so I think we're okay inside the polytunnel. I've just spotted a bag that's been left just inside the polytunnel door, and there are 3 really gorgeous looking cabbages in there, so that's really nice. Now I don't know if that was Jim or whether it was the guys here next door. They gave me a marrow last time, so that's really nice. I should have to do some asking around. So they're really healthy. Look at these. Let's get some gloves off. Oh, hello. Look at you. Look at the wings on that. Can you see the silver bits on the wings? Hopefully, I'm not sure whether it's going to focus or not. There's 2 little silver bits on these wings. They look amazing. Wow. Love moths. I don't know why, they're just amazing little creatures. I better put him somewhere safe. Yeah, you go there. Right then, let's have a quick look in the polytunnel. As always, the potatoes are nice and green. Doesn't look like the blight has attacked. There are a few dead leaves, but generally speaking it's all looking pretty green and vibrant, so I think we've got away with it in the polytunnel. And the same goes with the spuds out here. They're not too bad. You can see where the blighted leaves have been attacked and died off, but there's new growth here and it's all looking quite lush, so I'm quite happy with the way this has worked out. Now, one of the things I've been working on this year is this kind of bamboo shack. It wasn't very successful this year, but there again I built it a little bit too late. The idea was that I would put troughs around the bottom of it, and I'd get fast growing plants like runner beans to grow up it and cover it, so you'd end up with this kind of foliage covered building. And it sort of worked, but like I say, I started it too late in the year, so nothing really got the chance to properly grow. Okay, this is just a quick reminder to anybody watching and to myself. This is what happens when you do not keep weeds in check. They just grow like this. Now this is the reason I actually went over to grow bags this year, because my whole allotment was like this last year, and it was just so soul destroying watching these weeds grow and not being able to do anything about them. I mean, I had a go at the weeds, but they were coming back and back and back, and as soon as I cleared them they were coming back again. And trying to maintain this level of weeds on a site this size, this is only like a half plot, I just found it impossible, and I was ready to give up. That's why I've now covered this this particular allotment site over, and I'm growing in bags because it's a much smaller area. But I haven't touched any of the weeds in these two bags for well, several months, and this is what happens. But luckily, because it's only this area, it should only take me a couple of seconds to whip all these out.
There we go, and that is why I grow above the ground.
I've just come to the allotment. This is the morning after the sort of storm stroke hurricane that we had last night. I thought I'd better get down here to the allotment just to make sure everything's okay. And so far, so good. I see before me a fully upright polytunnel. That to me is a good sign, and hopefully we've got no casualties, but I shall find out any second now. As you can see, I'm back at the allotment again. This is the first time I've been here for the past 3, possibly 4 weeks. I think it's about 3 weeks I was here last. And this may be my last trip to the allotment this side of Christmas. Here we go. Oops, oh dear, that's coming apart. Ah, there we go. Oh, hey, look. That's a little sweet potato. There's another one. Fantastic. Oh, I'm looking forward to trying those tonight. They're going to be really, really nice. I'm sure of it. Obviously, sweet potato is going to be sweet, which is a good thing. There we go, there's another one. So, there we go. That's a little haul of sweet potato. For the size of half a paddling pool. There's not a huge amount, but I know sweet potato is quite rich and goes quite a long way. There we go. I shall add those to the tally. See what I can do with them when I get home. Look at that, look, bunches of them. Look at that. So there we go, that's not a bad little haul from that bed there. There's probably, I don't know, 5 or 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 pounds. I haven't a clue. I'm one of those people that just can't look at something and tell you how much it weighs. Okay, so there we go. Not a bad little haul at all, really. We got Maris. Can't see now. Maris pear potatoes. We got Nicola potatoes. We got a big bag of carrots. Hope you can see them. And a big bag of sweet potato and beetroot, all ready to go home and be enjoyed. So that is it from the allotment for this video. I hope it was useful or interesting and wasn't too dull. That's pretty much it for growing food this year. Obviously I can't really do a lot more now until the spring comes along, which will be in sort of February, March, and I've obviously got to come back and do bits to the allotment before that happens. I've got to going to cover over that area up the end there. Whether I actually use it or not next year I don't know. But there's all sorts of other things I've got to do, a lot of prep work, but I shall leave that until the spring, I think, unless I get really bored, in which case I'll come down here and maybe have a little potter around and might bring the video camera with me, but no guarantees. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.